Welcome to Positively Muskegon. It's Andy O'Reilly, and this is one of my favorite kind of stories to do because it's a little bit of a success story. You might remember Natasha Heykoop. She is down here with the Lighthouse for Veterans, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. See that? What is this, 3 years now?
3 years.
3 years we've been doing this. And what I love about Natasha's story is it's one of these things that starts off with a remarkable tragedy, and she's turned it into something really awesome. Let's talk a little bit about the Lighthouse for Veterans car show. 3 years, a couple more gray hairs. I think I've got a couple more myself.
Yep.
That's just the way things go.
It happens.
But you started this thing off over on Getty Street.
I did.
Kind of a little back there by the, what is that, a marsh?
It is a marsh.
Great little area.
Lake. I think it's technically a lake.
Okay. Great little area to get something started, but you started off a car show in remembrance of your brother.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. Tell us your backstory a little bit again.
So my brother's name was Jeremy Heykoop, and he committed suicide on Thanksgiving Day 2015.
So sad.
He suffered from PTSD.
From his service.
And
he was in the...
he was in the Marines. He did 2 tours over in Iraq.
Yeah.
And he lost his battle to PTSD.
Still a tough thing.
It is. It's always going to be tough.
It's never gonna go away.
No.
But you take one of these tragedies and you turn it into something, and you know, I've been around here long enough that I've seen some of these things become remarkable events and watch them grow. I mean, I'm going to go back to one that went on for 30 years, the Sandy Corley Memorial Run.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we lose Sandy Corley to cancer. The family and the group around them says, we can do better than this. Let's take this thing on. You're a tenth of the way. This is year 3 for what you're doing in memorial of somebody, just like they did. And it's a car show, it's a bike show, it's got a new spot, and I'm going to give you a guess where it might be. If you look behind us, it's at the LST 393. Tell me about the growth and everything about the car show.
So our first year, we had no idea what to expect.
Right.
We thought it would be a bunch of family and friends coming out to support the cause. And we had 35 cars our first year, which isn't huge, but, you know, we were expecting 5,
sure.
So we were happy with it. Our next year, which was last year, our second year, we actually grew by 238%.
Woo!
So we had 85 cars come in, which was a big deal. We had 300 people that came through there, which kind of blew all the numbers we were expecting right out of the water. People are just coming out of the woodwork. They wanna support this cause because they see the need in our community.
Yeah.
So we're expecting well over 100 cars this year.
Really?
We're expecting upwards of 500 people to come.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're ready for them.
You're ready for them?
Mm-hmm.
You're sure?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about the car show. Let's talk about the bike show. Let's talk about what we're going to find. Well, first of all, the date.
Okay, so July 6th.
Okay.
It's always the first Saturday in July.
Okay.
Always.
Well, and it's, you know, I hate to bring it up, but there's going to be a lot of stuff going on downtown, which is going to add to your car show, and that's a great... I don't hate to bring it up. I mean,
you know,
that's a great
thing. We might
have
planned that a little bit accordingly. With the conjunction of Rock Stock going on and the art fair going on. So we figure, you know, the ladies are going to come down, they're going to go to the art fair, they'll drop off their husband to come to the car show, and then maybe the wives will join their husbands afterwards.
I didn't even think of that.
You know,
how awesome is that? I don't have to go around and look at dream catchers?
That's right.
Perfect. I love that.
The cars and the bikes instead. But same as last year, we're going to have a pinning ceremony for the veterans.
Okay.
So that's a big deal for us.
Yes.
1 o'clock, we'll be doing that. And actually, that is sponsored by Harbor Hospice. They're going to be the ones doing the pinning itself.
Okay.
They all get a little certificate and the pin. I tried to get a flyover with some jets this year, but it wasn't happening.
So it's a tough one.
I'm going to keep trying. One of these years, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Mm-hmm.
So it's July 6th.
July 6th.
It goes on starting at what time?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. it gets underway.
To 2 p.m.
Is there a registration ahead of time?
We open the gates basically at 9 o'clock for registrations, but the general public should show up about 10.
Are we looking at a cost for these cars to be in? How does it work?
So, little change there from last year.
Okay.
It's still $10 to put a vehicle in the car show. It's
cheap enough?
Yep, whether it's a pedally bike or a boat or a motorcycle or a car, we'll take whatever you got. $10 per vehicle for show vehicles. We did away completely with the general admission. Okay, so it's free to come in. We will allow some parking on that end of the parking lot, and it will be $5 to park.
That's fair.
Just for the car, not $5 per person. Like I said, it's not a general admission. It's just if you want to park close, $5. But we will have a shuttle, one of the little limo.
People mover, limo.
Yeah, it's a limo golf cart.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're going to have some of those running people back and forth, so you won't have to hoof it, too far.
Sure. So So that's going on. It goes on till what time?
2.
On the 6th? Till 2?
Yep.
So then by then, the wives will all be shopped out over across the street at the yard fair. Everybody will be ready for another concert downtown.
Yep.
There's going to be a Midway down there. I mean, talk about perfect timing to move your show downtown. And I got to say too, the Mart Dock and the LST people, they are awesome when it comes to veterans things.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they do D-Day plus 70, whatever here. They do all kinds of other veterans things. It's an amazing spot, and these are great guys.
Well, and not only are we obviously partnering with the Mart Dock because they're allowing us to be here, but we're partnering with the LST.
Yep.
And we're also partnering with Operation Black Sheep.
Okay,
have you heard of them?
No.
They have a Vietnam-era PBR boat that they've restored.
That's them.
Yes, that is them. And so they're going to have it here. I don't know if it's going to be in the water or if it's going to be on a trailer, but it will be here for people to check out.
I got to get that guy. Every time they're like, hey, why don't you go do a story on him? And I'm like, well, tell him to get a hold of me. He never calls.
You know what?
Call me. Let's
His
do a
name's
story.
Robert.
Okay, well, put him in touch.
Okay,
All right,
he goes to my church. I'll put a little bug in him.
That's awesome. So it's just $10 for a car. Walking around's free. Food vendors, all that kind of stuff?
We're going to have hot dogs, cheeseburgers, burgers. We're going to have chips. Food will happen all day long.
Yep.
So you don't have to wait. Last year we did the pig roast.
Right.
And so you had to wait for the pig to be done. You don't have to wait for the pig this year. We're not doing the pig, but it's going to be food all day long.
Yeah.
We're going to have a snow cone machine.
Nice.
The verdict's still out whether we're going to have cotton candy or not.
Yeah? What do you think? Should we have cotton candy?
Kittens?
Yeah, I'm with her. I agree. So, to kind of wrap things up, what would your brother say about all this?
He'd think it's awesome.
Would he?
We started a car show because he loved old cars.
Yeah.
He actually had 3 different tattoos of old vehicles.
Did he?
When we decided to do an event in memory of him, we all sat around and thought, what do we do? And it was kind of a no-brainer. He loved old cars. He loved going to them. He loved working on them, fixing them up. So he'd be geeked.
That's awesome. Keep up the great work and keep us in the loop.
Absolutely.
We want to be here for every one of them. This is 3.
This is 3.
We saw the Sandy Corley thing get up to 30, so you got some years ahead of you. And
all right.
We'll be right here.
I'm going to have a lot more gray hair by
then. I know,
then.
right? Me too. And I didn't have a single one of them until I met my wife.
You know what? Mine's from my husband, too.
See how that works?
Sure.
What do you think? All the details are going to be right here on Positively Muskegon. These are the stories we love to tell, and these are the kind of people we love to support. Come on down for the big car show. It is Lighthouse for Veterans Car Show on July 6th, right here at Mart Dock. All the details are linked up.